What's called in English? Chain. Okay. This is a dual adhesive, but like every dual material, it has, because of its duality, has also a self-polymerization. So, but this is very slow, it takes time. So we have enough time for work. We have also the cement. The cement is again a dual cure cement. This cement has been developed because on the market you will find Luxacor and Luxacor Z. There is a difference. There are two major differences. The first one, and here you have it in these syringes. It's called Smart Mix. You see the tips for endopurpose are very thin. Then they have also larger tips. But this is not for the root canal. This is for the crown. This tip. And this is the mixing tip. Okay. This company has two different Luxacor. The one is Luxacor and the other is Luxacor Z. You see Luxacor and Luxacor Z. We have also larger syringes. The difference is that Z means that this cement has as a filler also zirconia fillers. This is important because when we prepare the abutment of the tooth, our drill has a certain resistance on dentin or on enamel. Then usually, when the drill arrives on the build-up material, it has a lower resistance because the abrasion resistance is lower. And so the preparation becomes irregular or uncomfortable if the build-up material is soft. But with the adjunction of zirconia filler, this material becomes very hard. So it's very comfortable to prepare. You have more or less the same resistance. Okay? That's why it's said. The other difference between Luxacor and Luxacor Z is that, and this is important because these characteristics are, you find it also in other materials. The Luxacor is, sorry, I make a step back. Dual cure cements, all the dual cure cements on the market are dual cure. Nice. They have a self-curing part, and a photo-curing part. That's why they are dual. But there are some materials which are more photo, and other cement which are more self. What does this clinically means? Means that the working time, which is the time we can handle the product after mixing, it's longer for the dual cure cements which are more photo, and the working time is shorter for the dual cure cement which are more self. And in these two products, it's very interesting to observe that Luxacor is more photo, little bit, and Luxacor Z is more self. Okay? So the working time is a little bit shorter. Another consideration to underline, especially in countries like Egypt and Italy, is the temperature. The temperature influence the rapidity of polymerization. Of course, higher temperature makes the polymerization faster. Sorry, the spontaneous polymerization faster. And this occurs in every dental materials where we mix paste A and paste B, or product A and product B. It's the same stuff, for example, when we take an impression with silicone. It's the same stuff if we take an impression with alginate or temporary cements. Temperature, high temperature. With the increasing of temperature, we are a decreasing of the working time. And this, of course, also for these materials. When we add the cement in the root canal to the bonding, we should be quite fast in seating the post. This is, as I told you before, the Murphy law where the post falls on the ground, exactly in that moment. And unfortunately, because of a dual cure adhesive with a dual cure cements, the polymerization, especially in the summer, may start quite quickly. That's why very smart are these forceps, because they have a stop and you can block the post. Instead of the other forceps without the stop, every one of you has, yes, nice. You see, these stops guarantee you more or less that the post does not fall on the ground. Okay? So for this purpose, use always forceps with a clamp. It's called lock. With a lock. Okay? Then the signore, we have also the signore. It's called the deep signore. It's a two-component signore, so a two-bottle system. You have to mix 1 drop of bottle A and 1 drop of bottle B. Okay? So you freshly activate the signore for use. As I told you, with the cement, you can cement the post and you can perform the build-up. But unfortunately, and I said it to this company,